Guys, I'm here to show you the new beta of my new plugin Gravity Machine, and this is a pretty cool plugin. I've been working on it for a while. I'm sorry it wasn't the one that I said I was working a long time on. That's a different one that I'll probably reveal soon, and I know I keep pushing back the date, but it's a pretty huge plugin, so if you want to stay tuned for that and keep updated, make sure to subscribe, and I will try to let you guys know about that one as soon as I can. But let's get started with this. So, to make a gravity machine, put down a crafting table, put a beacon, an end stone, a gas tier, 2 ender pearls on each side, and 2 blaze rods, or 4 blaze rods. That will make a gravity machine. Now it has a configurable number of uses. There's a lot of configurable stuff you can mess around with in the configuration file, but for now it has 2 uses, which is the default, and when you grab it you can put it down on the ground and then hit it. Alright, now this looks the same, but everything looks fine, but oh, there's a cloud right there. What? This whole area has been lifted out of the ground. Computer's a little laggy right now, but if you go up here, it's the exact same thing, but there's now a giant crater in the ground where this was lifted out of it. So if I go back to where my gravity machine was, and let me just switch game modes really quick, and if I break it, see, this is my old one, it has 2 uses on it because I put it down in creative, but then when I break this one has 1 use left on it. So you could also use gravity machines on areas that are already lifted. Like if I go over here and I want to levitate, let's levitate this part up here. Go really high up in the air. Alright, so right here, I'm gonna put my gravity machine on this, sets up automatically, and I'll go ahead and hit it. Teleports you up into the air while it builds the entire area around it. And the blocks processed is able to be configured. So it actually controls how fast it builds this, but the faster it builds it, the more lag it'll cause for your server, depending on how good your server is. So that's something you can mess around with also. So as you can see, the number of uses reached its maximum. So the machine reached its use limit and disintegrated into the blockmosphere. So now the machine's gone, and you would have to make another one. But let's go check out what this did. So it actually levitated the ground from this point up here, from the already levitated one. So that's basically the entire plugin. There's a lot you can do with this, and it's still in beta, so feel free to make any suggestions or comments, and I will continue working on this, but it's really fun right now, and I'm hoping that I could do something even cooler with it later on. So I'll show you one more. The command to give yourself a gravity machine, if you are an operator or you have the command or the permission node, is /gravity_give, and that will give you a gravity machine. So let's go ahead and levitate this little island in the middle of the water here. But we're not just going to levitate it like the old one. We're going to go down in the earth and levitate this. So you can see what's going on. Alright, there's bedrock. So, I don't want to levitate all the way down to bedrock, even though it doesn't take the bedrock, but I'll show you about right here. So, this one will take a little longer, but let's just hit it and see. Alright, so back to this point, the machine reached its use limit. And if you go up here, here's the tree that I first went to. My computer's lagging a bit. And this whole area is now levitated, but it wasn't enough to levitate it into the air because we went so far underground. It basically pulled out a huge tube of the ground and levitated the entire thing. So yeah, it's a pretty cool plugin. I would recommend trying it out and letting me know what you think. It's usually not this laggy, it's just from my screen recorder and my old computer. So that's that. For now, I'll show you the configuration file and the logging file that it does. So if we open the config.yml file, you'll see right here that there's a use permissions variable, a radius of the levitation, height of the levitation, the number of blocks that are being processed per tick on the server. So if you bump that number up, you're going to get a much faster response time for the building of the blocks, but there could also be more server lag depending on your server. So machine uses is how many times it can be used before it's deleted, and then there's two messages that are configurable. You could put whatever you want in there. So if you go into the data folder, there's now a data.log file, and if you open that, then you'll see how many blocks it logged and how many entities it actually teleported to the new area. So let's see, that last one I did, yeah, machine logged 69,705 blocks in 0.018 seconds. So that's pretty fast. It's a good 70,000 blocks, and the rest of the time is just the area being built over time so that it doesn't lag the server. If I tried to build everything at one single time, then the server would most likely crash and you'd have to relog everyone in. But that's basically the beta file, first release, so just check it out, and I will definitely be letting you guys know about the new huge upcoming plugin that I have going. So be sure to stay tuned for that, and see you guys later.